Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sam. So, I used to have a YouTube channel that I did the exact same thing on, where I would review things in my room. Because I have a big room, I got a lot of stuff in here. I would normally show you guys the room. That's how I wanted to start my new channel, is taking you a tour on of my room. But I got like 8 or 9 new posters I gotta hang up, so this place it's seriously it's a mess. I got stuff laying all over the place, so I'd rather do a tour later on. But I got a lot of stuff in my room. So the whole initial plan of my first YouTube channel was to do room reviews. Start reviewing the things I have, because now a lot of nerds and stuff like the things that I like. So I thought, I'll do that, and I'll review all the stuff in my room. But then YouTube changed some of its policies and changed some of its partnerships, I guess, with Google Plus, and I don't like Google Plus, and I've tried to get into it. I really have. And I just don't really like the layout, so I decided to stop uploading videos. But I'm back. I'm going to do the same thing. This is my new channel, so I hope you like and I hope you subscribe. And it'll be the exact same kind of deal, where I'm going to go through and I'm going to do room reviews of the things I have in my room, because I got a lot, and I feel like if you guys wanted to know what I have and see how things are, why not share it with you? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'll start a review today. I am going to do a review for you guys. I'm not just going to sit here and talk. So I did get a new action figure, and I thought, something simple, something small, and I was going to do an unboxing for you guys, but I just couldn't wait to get the thing out of the package. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have an unboxing for you. It's just going to be right here. It's about to come. So it's from a new video game, BioShock Infinite, and this is my favorite enemy in BioShock Infinite. It's the Boy of Silence. So this action figure was sweet when I saw it. I found it in a Toys R Us. So if you guys are looking, Toys R Us is actually an underrated store. Excuse me, not overrated, underrated. It's an underrated store because a lot of people go into their thing that they're only going to be kids things, and I find a majority of my collections and action figures in Toys R Us, because they still make good toys. I don't know what happened to action figures over these past years, but they've gone down to crap where they just break right out of the box. But Toys R Us, shop there, because I'm telling you, you'll get good prices on good things. So I did kept this part of the box. I know, look at those designs. Boom. So it talks about the Boy of Silence here. It says, Boy of Silence, excerpt from Columbia's nursery rhyme. Watch where you step, don't say a word. You'll be in trouble if the boys have heard. Experimented upon since youth and sealed away from sight behind masks of copper, the Boys of Silence rank among the most bizarre and fearsome inhabitants of Columbia. Uniquely sensitive to both sound and motion, the Boys of Silence are capable of detecting all but the stealthiest of intruders. How will you fare when one is near? BioShock Infinite. So here's the actual figure. It is very cool. It's very solid, very awesome. I really can't get over it. I think that all of it's pretty cool. It does have a little bit of flaws, which I'll get to, but here it is. So this is the figure right here. It is detailed all the way down to the marks on the coat, and the one rolled up sock. I really like all this different stuff. When I first took him out of the box, I could not get the guy to pose. I couldn't. Like, his limbs were just stiff. But finally I just kind of popped them out, and they kind of, they're really flexible now, so you can bend all the way down. And so I guess that would be my one complaint, is that his articulation really is not that good. And which is a shame, because the Boys of Silence, if you've ever played the game, I'm not going to spoil it, don't worry, spoiler free here. But if you ever played the game, at a certain part when these guys come up, they're really kind of eerie in the way that they stand, and the way that I use move very lightly because I don't really move too much, but the way that they're kind of hovered on beds and stuff. So I like the figure, but I wish I could get him to really get down and crouch like that. This is the best you can do. And he sort of just looks like he's been kicked in the shin, and he's limping to his friends like, I hurt myself pretty bad back there. So I wish I could get him to articulate a little bit more, but other than that, it's a stable figure. It feels good. And you have to really be like a action figure collector to know what I'm talking about when I say it feels good, but it doesn't feel flimsy. And it does have articulation in the wrists and all this, and so when I saw that, I thought, man, this thing is going to have a lot of articulation, but it doesn't enough in the knees and in the waist. I wish it could bend really good in the waist, but he sort of does this. I don't know why a lot of action figures do that, but it's like where the thighs are, not at the waist. The helmet's a little bit loose. It does not come off, but it is just a little bit loose, but nothing like where you're gonna have to. It feels like it's gonna break. It doesn't feel like that. This is actually really cool too. Its mouth does open, just like in the game. And I mean, overall, the figure itself is just solid. I mean, I don't regret buying it at all. I love it. My only complaint is that I wish there was a little bit more articulation. The picture right here even shows it pretty well. He's got those good bent knees. He's hunched over. Nowhere in the game did I see a Boy of Silence just standing perfectly like this. It just doesn't, it never really happened. And so I wish it did articulate a little bit more, but other than that, I would rate this figure a solid. I would give it a 9 out of 10 on the scale. I love this thing. I think it was awesome. It was a good buy. It's detailed all the way from the straps under the shoulders to the buttons on his coat, even the dirtiness of his fingers. I don't know if you can see that. So I can get that to focus. Focus! Focus! You can kind of see it a little bit there, but the dirtiness under his nails, and he's even got the little locket around his neck. Again, this camera's it's pretty poor at focusing, but there it goes. You can see the little locket on his neck, the little ribbons, all these little rivets down here, all the rivets and screws around his neck. I mean, they got it all. This figure it's solid. I mean, it really holds up, and I would recommend you buy it. Again, you can get it at Toys R Us. That's where I found it. There was also, when I went there, the Elizabeth figure. Only had the Elizabeth and only had the Boy of Silence one, but I recommend picking them up. It's a very cool figure. I don't regret buying it. Give it a solid 9 out of 10. Please give me any constructive criticism, anything like that, in the comments below, down there. And yeah, you guys have a great night. Take it easy.